What is going on, everybody? It's Purple Haze here. How is everyone doing? I see Rouster in chat. I see Ambi in chat. I see Wit in chat. And thank you to all three of you, Rouster for playing 33 Immortals with me yesterday, and Wit and Ambi for the gifted as well as super chat. Decoy, what is going on, Decoy? Yeah, I was watching Decoy play, what's it called? The finals. I was about to say Fragpunk, but he was playing the finals earlier today. Stopped over there on his channel, doing amazing things, holding it down over in the first-person shooter genre. So welcome. Thank you for joining, Decoy. I was watching you play 33 yesterday, but just didn't type in chat. Oh, no worries. Have you played it? To tell you the truth, we may do 33 Immortals today. The reason I say that is we're going to all look back upon this and laugh one day. But so I was thinking about what to stream today, and I had a couple of different things. Like I had a fitting earlier today, and so while I was there, it's like, what can I play? So I decided to do what is it called? I don't even know the game. Pandora, or Frontiers of Pandora. And the reason I decided to do that is just because I've heard, like, obviously when we think of Avatar, like huge movie budget, did amazingly well. And then the game came out and like no one really talked about the game. And I haven't heard anything bad about the game, and so I was like, well, why would I play the game, and they say it's kind of like Far Cry, and so I'm like, okay, like I can get down with Far Cry, especially the newer Far Cries. I think that's pretty cool. I think Pandora is like a beautiful, like really interesting place. Obviously I'm always like really like stories and so forth, so I wanted to give it a try. I don't have Game Pass. G Pass, well, you can download it on PC. No, just kidding. Well, you could download it. I think only Game Pass people are playing it though. Happy Canadian Election Call Day. Election on April 28th. I thought that's when it was gonna be. Remember I said April 28th? Yeah, I heard that the Prime Minister is calling election. I don't quite understand how it works. You know, what I've found is I know how the U.S. system works. I know how most states in the U.S. system work. But once you like start leaving the U.S. system, I don't really know how it works. Actually, like, and when I say that, it's like I just don't know it as well as the United States, or the states, as my friends in Great Britain always say, the states. But yeah, so I was gonna do Pandora, and I decided to download it from my phone. Cause like, so cool thing about PlayStation is you can buy the game via your phone, and then you can just have it download. As long as your PlayStation is asleep or in rest mode, I don't know. And so that's what I did. I came home. I watched the end of the second episode of Adolescence. I'm like in the third episode of Adolescence. I think that's how you say it. Really liking that show. I did a couple of other things, and as I came down here to stream, and I came down like 8 minutes early, so I was like super psyched. I turn it on, and all of a sudden I have an error for Avatar, and so something happened. It only got to like 19% downloaded, so it's downloading in the background right now. It's 43%. So I'm saying that because I don't think we're going to get to Avatar. I don't think we're going to get to it right now. It was officially called today. Whoop, whoop, Pierre Polivar. Really, 2025. I never understand the upset and then this. I never understand that. It's only for Oh, it's only on Game Pass. Oh, it's only on Game Pass. I did not know that. I thought it was also on PC. I'm looking forward to Reanimal. Did they give it a launch date? You know what I'm looking forward to? It's a movie called Woman in the Yard. I think that's what it's called. It's releasing this week. I know. It's a video game channel. And but that's what I'm looking forward to. It's got that like what I like to consider artsy horror, and so I'm really looking forward to that, as well as the game we played this last week for Shades of Purple, Karma. That's also releasing, I think, at the end of the week. So I'm looking forward to those two things. And Out of Sight, I'm looking forward to. I don't know what Out of Sight is. Have you seen the Out of Sight trailer or even know? No. What is it? Is it a horror? And is Out of Sight? I know in other countries they call sometimes they call different movies different names. Karma, I have wish listed. Do you? Awesome! I like hearing that. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought Karma, if y'all haven't seen that from most of y'all, I think we're here on my Thursday stream. We did Karma. A lot of 1984 references, and so yeah, I gave my thoughts on it. Really looking forward to that. Tell you what, I'm not looking forward to Kazan the Berserker, or Berserker Kazan. Not looking forward to that. Out of Sight is horror game what? South of Midnight does look really fun. On Thursday, they released the score for South of Midnight, and I was thinking about doing a stream where we just listened to the songs, because it's only a 50-minute I guess original soundtrack or whatever. And but then I was like, maybe we'll get copyright, so I didn't want to do that. But it's different than I thought it was gonna be. So I saw a couple of different, I guess, mini documentaries on the art side of South of Midnight, and the only thing I can think of, and I'm curious why so the score sounds pretty cool. It's different. It just reminds me of a movie. It kind of reminds me almost of a musical in a way, but not, because it's not there is singing, but it's just kind of different. But it does not really feel like US South. It's not really Appalachia. It's not really blues. It's not really jazz. It's not Mississippi blues. It really sounds exactly like what it is, which is they have a British composer who immersed himself in the music. So kudos to him. But it just doesn't sound, it's off. It's he created his own sound. So when we play it, I'll try to point that out. Some of the chords it sounds like he studied it, but he's not native to it, if that makes sense. Simpletons listen to it, so I'd be interested to hear what Simpleton's interpretation of it. But it's not bad. It's just not what I thought it was going to be. So bad to me. I was hoping for more, because I think the lore and art style is cool. So what do you mean it's so bad? It just looks like an artsy game. What you're hoping a first person shooter, and they go through the South and shoot up things? I mean, I think the game looks fine to me. It kind of reminds me a little bit of what was that game that was a PlayStation exclusive one, indie game of the year? Probably could look on my PlayStation here. Give me a second. I think I have it. I think I do have it. I streamed it one time. Maybe I don't have it on here. Kena Bridge of Spirits. It kind of reminds me of that. Except the story, I think I'm expecting way more out of the story of South of Midnight, but it kind of reminds me of a similar gameplay loop, I guess. The platforming looks basic beyond belief, and the combat is just simple. Yeah, because I think it's a story. I don't think it's it's not. So that's fair. That's fair. I feel when they make games like that, they make it so you can progress through the game. It's probably not as much of interactive entertainment as something like Hellblade. Like, to me, Hellblade is just like on rails like the entire time with like some gameplay mechanic, but it's like really meant, in my opinion, to be more like a movie. And then like on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have something like, what game? Like a Souls game or a Metroidvania, which is like really about mastering the game. Like, those are like on two opposing sides. And then obviously in the middle is like your typical action adventure game. I feel like South of Midnight leans more towards like that entertainment piece, right? So, because, to be very honest, I don't think they're targeting like gamers. You know what I mean? I think they're targeting like people who just want to get in, get out. So casuals, I guess, is what gamers would call them. I think that's who they're targeting. Because that's who I think they would do. Like, for example, they just copy and pasted the same thorn plant trap 100,000 times randomly. If you play for the story, sure, but weird choice gameplay wise. So what would you hope for? I'm curious. What would you hope for, Decoy? Like, for that game? Knowing that studio, knowing the concept, what would you have wanted them to do? Like, I think they put a lot of their budget more into like obviously more simple game engine. And when I say simple game engine, obviously complex, but not necessarily pushing the boundary in anything there. And most of it is really on the art style, the music, the storytelling. It's more of an artist. It's an artist game, not a what's the other word I want to say? It's an artist game, not really like a more technical game. It's just me. Just more unique platforming elements. It just seems like they did the bare minimum. If they wanted story, they should have went like a Telltale style. But see, I don't like Telltale styles. Like, I'm cool with it. You know, like, I think Telltale is, to me, I know now, we have some Telltale fans in the chat. So if you're a Telltale fan, Ambi, Ambi's a huge Telltale fan. He, like, yeah, he's a huge fan. To me, that's just like kind of like a comic book. It's like an animated series. But I get what you're saying. Because then you're like, well, Purple, it's so easy. They should have just made that a cartoon. I get that. But again, I just don't think the platforming... I actually didn't even know the game had platforming, really, to tell you the truth. I thought the game had... Because the whole mechanic is like she has this like weaving spirit thing. So she heals people. Like, so it's like... I didn't even know it had platforming. But we haven't even played it. How do you even have this thing? We haven't even played it. Hey, I mean, what's going on? We're just talking about South of Midnight right now. And I'm trying to wait because we were going to play... what is this game called, y'all? It's right at like 66% of the way done. We're Avatar, and which is actually pretty good considering where I started about 10 minutes ago. Avatar, but it didn't finish downloading. Sorry. Interesting game. I watched the gameplay for it. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I always say, just wait till the game comes out. That's my thing. Just like wait till the game comes out. Because like even the ones we were talking about, like, right, Reanimal. I think both Reanimal and Little Nightmares 3, even those games are going to be very different than Little Nightmares 1 and 2. Primarily because the gameplay is designed, even though I think you can play it single player, the gameplay is designed for co-op. So now you're talking like, is that going to be like a haunted version of, what's the game that just came out? Split Fiction? Probably not, right? Split Fiction, you have like split screens. We kind of know how Hazelight does their games. So probably not like that. But would it be maybe a haunted version of Unra- Unraveled? Is that the name of the one? The one with like the little threads? Like, I think that's going to make that game very different. A lot of people hate it on Avatar. Yeah, so I wanted to play it. I wanted to play it because it looked really pretty. And if it has Far Cry, like, I don't mind Far Cry. I think a lot of people hate on Ubisoft for a lot of reasons and not like for the right reasons. Like, I think a lot of the hate Ubisoft gets is misdirected. Like, that is a family owned company with like very rich people in charge of it. Go after those people. Like, that's my thing. Like, it's their company. If you don't like it, don't play their games. But to criticize like a game developer, like as if that person has any real say so in what they're making and not the owner of the company, just seems a little misplaced. That's all I'm gonna say. Is Avatar on PS Plus? It's not. It's not, but it is on sale. It is on sale. It's like $21, $22. So I was gonna do it. It only has like 12 more minutes, and then it'll be good. South of Manchar was sold till I saw gameplay. I was sold till, but the gameplay's been out. I'll have to see what you're talking about, Decoy. I'll have to see what you're. Rayamo looks good already. They sold me. But I'm gonna have to see which gameplay, because the trailers I've always seen of South of Midnight since, I don't know, when did we first see the trailers for South of Midnight? I think like last year. I've always seen it as the same. It's always been more about like the art style for me. It's not like a gaming type of game for it. But we'll see. Like, I'm gonna play it day and date. Actually, I'm gonna play it before day and date, which I'm gonna buy the game. I'm not gonna do it on Game Pass. So, which means I'll play it April 3rd versus April 8th. I have a good reasons to not like Ubisoft that goes back over a decade. Tell us. The Ubisoft I loved is dead. How's it dead? What are you talking about? Rock Band? Which one is it? Like Rock Band? There's like Guitar Hero and Rock Band. I forget which one is owned by who, but Ubisoft has one of them. I think Ubisoft makes a ton of bad mistakes and bad games. Then people can use that to attack certain ideas. Yeah, I think Ubisoft is like indicative. Look at this becoming like a Shades of Purple. I think Ubisoft, the issues with Ubisoft go beyond like making bad games. I think it's just about like large tech companies in general, right? Or like large companies that had a niche. Like, they break out, they become unicorns of a company. So that's Ubisoft. I could probably say the same thing about EA. EA is probably a little hard because it's older. But the whole idea of like a company, eventually what you want to do is you don't want to continue to invest in tons of new innovation. Like, have you ever like that's not what they do, right? What they do is they like get a certain technology, certain game, certain whatever, and they get their people hooked on that. And then they just make incremental changes. They don't change unless they have to change. If it's not broken and it's bringing in a lot of money, then why are you going to invest? Like, that's the logic. Why do you invest to create like a new engine or a new game? Like, no, you're going to say like, we've done all the investment up front, and now we're going to try to capitalize on that. The problem with that, and what that is like Innovator's Dilemma. I've talked about that book before. The problem with that is that when you're in the entertainment industry, it doesn't really work like that. And so that's why I've always said there's like a fundamental conflict between very large game companies, tech companies, and gaming. At one point, like the industry, the customer base is expecting something, and the gaming company is like, they're going to do something else. And I think Ubisoft, like I said, if we think about the games Ubisoft had, like, right, that late 2000 PS2, PS3, Xbox 360 era, you got Far Cry, starting to come out. Like, they just launched that. The Assassin's Creed series, they had launched that. You had the whole Guitar Hero stuff, so they had launched that. They had a few more other ones. Like, if I think about their IP, then you're starting to get into the Rainbow Six stuff. Like, they had a ton of stuff. People were hooked on it. And then they just stopped innovating, right? Then what the whole idea was, like, how can we milk as much as possible? And that's how it happened. Is how they treated Tom Clancy. Okay, so perfect. Rainbow Six and Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon, all trash now. Yeah, I'm not debating that. And I never got into SI, so I never was excited for Shadows. Ubisoft pushes out so many titles instead of working on a game for years like they used to. It's like Activision with Call of Duty, and they need, 100%. Y'all are preaching. We are in the same choir. Last Ubisoft game I liked was Division 2. Before that, Rainbow Six Vegas. A lot of people like Rainbow Six. I like Siege. Like, I have no problem getting in Siege. Actually, I'm horrible at Siege. I just like the team aspect of Siege. I'll be very honest with you. I suck at Siege. Like, against Siege players, I suck, but I love the team atmosphere of that game. Like, I've played about 5 hours of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and it's not for me. I've give it a 3 to 4 out of 10. That's fair. I wouldn't think it's for you, but you play a lot of games. I think Shadows is a solid game. I don't think it's, I think if you're into, like, an action-adventure game and you're trying to get through and you like that stealth assassination type of stuff, it's gonna scratch that itch. I don't think it's gonna be anything drastically new. I think it is one of the better Assassin's Creed games, right? Like, so I've put in probably, I don't know, I think this is going to tell me 1 hour, but I think it's 2.5 hours. For some reason they don't update it, so I put in about 3 hours into the game, and it's making me want to play. I think that's what it is. I never played Siege. Oh, Far Cry. So this one is supposedly like Far Cry. Like I said, we're almost there. And when I say we're almost there, we're not almost there. I may have to pull a different game, because for some reason it's like really slowed down. It's really slowed down for me. I don't know why. So yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows should be better without the leveling system. The stealth isn't good. You don't like the new mechanic where she can go on the ground? I know that's not like a huge thing, but how stealthy can you get in these games now? Like, that's kind of what I mean. Like, the industry now, you kind of have certain gameplay loops, right? And that's what certain gameplay mechanics, I should say. And if your game, I don't know what to say after that. It's just, I kind of already said it. Have a battle pass that is so whack for a single player game. Yeah, I totally hear you on this. Totally hear you. I do miss the techno side of Rainbow Six Vegas. I like stealth as long as I'm not forced to do it all the time. So what game would you say, Rouster, is like that, where you don't have to do stealth all the time? I'm curious. Y'all know I'm horrible at stealth. Ever since I saw this Last of Us streamer, or Last of Us gameplay person, like, Last of Us is like very stealthy and like you're creeping around, but this person is like super offensive. Like they just go out and shoot everything. Ever since I saw that, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play all of my stealthy games like that. Super offensive. I'm down to play Origins and a few Assassin's Creed, but I'm not touching Shadows. So why would you play why? So I'm curious, because like Assassin's Creed Origins is like an RPG one, right? Like Origin, Odyssey, Valhalla, and this one are all kind of in that vein of RPG Assassin's Creed games. So why not this one versus Origins? I'm just curious, because they're kind of similar. Like, I could understand if you're like, yo, I'm going to go back to Assassin's Creed 2. Like, that's very different, right? Or you're like, yo, I want to play Mirage, or Black Flag, right? All of those are like, I would consider those just different. Brotherhood, Syndicate. But Origins versus Shadows to me are like kind of in the same chapter. I played quite a bit of Assassin's Creed, and it doesn't force stealth usually. Yeah, this one, I mean, it could be the two characters, but by the time you get Yakuza, you either like it or you don't. What? What? First off, I like to play King's Cards, so I don't get spoiled. Do you even have to know that? I haven't even played, like, I played Valhalla for like 20 hours. And I think I'm still on like in the snowy area of the game. Valhalla like tired me out. Valhalla was like Zelda. Like after I played so long, I was like, I'm done. I can't play a game right now. But I never would have thought I needed to play Origins before Shadows. The gameplay is downgrade simplified. I don't know. I think it's decent. I can't see it. Proof is in the lane. Yep. Have you tried putting this stuff on expert? Oh wow. There's separate 7 for the... See, Ambi's been playing it a ton. It's like Ambi's like kind of the way Rudix was with 33 Immortals, Rouster is with Orcs Must Die, Ambi is with Assassin's Creed Shadow. Which is good, as long as people have their game. Also, you unlock Yasu way too late into the game. Yeah, that's what I think a lot of people have been criticizing. If you're going to have 2 characters lock one for so long, I think a lot of people would say that. But I don't know. Like, I think if he's not an assassin, right? He's just a character, and I think that's something. I mean, I think Assassin's Creed Shadows has gotten way blown out of proportion because of a lot of whatever you want to, like, the evolution of whatever Gamergate was, what evolution of what Gamergate 2.0, whatever you want to call it. And so, but what they were doing in the game, I don't think it's a flagrant thing. And so, like, having 2 characters, especially if one is not an assassin, I understand the criticism, and I think it's definitely legit criticism. I just don't hold it against them. I guess that's what I rather play Origins and Odyssey before Shadows. Go ahead. They say Origins is like one of the better ones. I think for me, I don't know, that's a lot of gameplay. For me. Valhalla was too long for me. I stopped. Yeah. I got Meg is the one I would watch play Valhalla. He's just character is crazy in itself. So why? How does Japan feel about this? I don't think Japan can. Like, I think for one, he's a real life character. Like, he was a real life person, and I think taking historical liberties with it is totally open, fair game to me. 2, Japan has never been like an assassin. If you actually look at the game breakdown, like Assassin's Creed's a Western game for the most part. It's not a Japanese game. Setting wise. But at the same time, I think it's just been blown out of proportion. And I also am very, the criticism, like, what does Japan think? Like, why do we have to check with Japan? Like, I don't understand this, like, this reverence for Japan that I see. Like, well, we have to go check with Japan. Like, it's feudal Japan, okay? And I don't know if you actually look at Japanese history during this time, is definitely not what people make Japan out to be today. And so I think, like, historical character you could probably talk about, like, if it was like his family name, but it seems like a character who had been lost throughout history. That's just my thing, Iman. To be honest, but the way they went about it is suspect. What do you mean the way they went about it? Hey, Crow, what's going on? So you can just lay prone and wit. Potentially. I'm getting offended just thinking about this, and what? Okay, how are you getting offended? Like, why are you getting offended, Iman? Why are you getting offended? Like, I think that's the question. Like, what does a game, like, what? First of all, Yakuza wasn't African American, right? But what does like a character in a game have to do with how you feel about it? Like, how would you be offended by it? I'm just curious. Shutting a real life person legacy? What do you mean? What do you mean? Smutting? I don't know what smutting means. Smutting. Smutting converts to a small dark smudge or stain. Staining a real life person's character? How did they do that? How did they do it? Everything in the game is post what we know would happen to his real life. No other Assassin's Creed had the main character based off a real life person. He's not the main character. He's a protagonist. But you did have Assassin's Creed games where you have other real life character, like, right? Assassin's Creed 3 is the one that I always play the first chapter in. Benjamin Franklin's literally your guide throughout the entire game. Like, Da Vinci's another person in 2 that created a tank. You know what I mean? Like, to say that this dude, like, what they actually have in the game is fairly accurate. Like, it takes place, like, he's with the Jesuits. The dude says, like, I want him to be on my side. Trains him up. And then once you play him, it's like post written record. He was heavily, I don't think he was marketed as. I think that was what people took it for. They showed the game trailer. They showed the game trailer and then people ran with it. Like, if you actually look at what Ubisoft put out there, they're just like, yo, UB2, like, I don't know. I think I don't think we're disagreeing. I think we do view it differently, though. All these characters from this franchise have always been fictional and from a group of creates and who not had the same backlash until Japan. Why is this? Why is this? Holt, you already know why it is. You see his face. I don't know. I didn't play just the her. Yakuza is 100% a main character. He is a main character. He is. I'm not. But I would also say, like, he's not the assassin. So Da Vinci created Assassin's Blade isn't historically true. He might have. Noe and Yakuza, 2 main characters. Yes, 100%. I'm just saying he wasn't the. It's the difference between the main character and a main character. That's all. Look at the marketing. I did. Hey, Cherry Man, what's going on? I've been playing Attention Purple. From the shadows, I'm peeping the game. I'm peeping it. I bought it. Like, I've been following this. When they first showed it, right? Like, kind of in depth, was at Summer Game Awards last year. That's when they showed it, right? At that point, you had 2 relatively main critiques in running with the game. One was on this historical thing about, like, historical accuracy. Decoy did a whole live stream on this about, is it historical accuracy and what's not historical accurate and people being offended on it. That's one of the main things, right? This is Purple's interpretation, right? So that is one. The other main criticism that you would have Yakuza in basically that you would not have a Japanese man as the main character, right? Because it was kind of similar for both Naoi, I can't even say her name, but it was kind of same as both. Like, it's like, all I want to do is have play as a Japanese man in a Japanese game. And it's like, okay, well, there's like several games for you to do that. And these were the 2 main arcs of criticism. And then within those 2 arcs, there's like sub criticisms within those two. At least that's how I remember it. No, Jeff. No, Jeff. I can show you where it is. I have it up. It's right there. I have it up. I think I could play it right now, actually. Let me see this. I think I can play it actually, though, now that you mentioned something, Jeff. Let me see. We might be able to play it. No, it's not letting me do that thing where it's like, you can play the game now. It's not doing that. It's not doing that thing where it says you can play the game now. I don't think it's going to let me play. When I hear it's all set in fun backgrounds, the opportunity primaries talk about this game, I totally thought they've lost the message as can past culture speak up on. I swear I cannot understand what you type. He typed every word makes sense, but I just don't know what it means. People are just snowflakes. Snowflakes. If they're crying a game is offensive. I don't care if it's disrespectful or hurts your feelings personally. Ooh, decoy. Hopefully Severin is not in chat. You say anime on Netflix was fire, but this just seems like a nefarious pandering purple. I don't know. I think it's an interesting story to tell, like the way they want to tell it. Like pandering. I don't know. I've seen a lot of pandering. I think it's a little harder to pander on his story. Like, I think like where they had what was it called? The trailer where it was like some weird hip hop music in the background. Like that's pandering for sure. 100%. But as far as like, I don't know. I just don't see it as pandering. Like, honestly, I don't. I just think it's an interesting. I think anytime, like, I mean, I'm going to be really honest with you. I think at that point, then, what doesn't become pandering? Like, if you want to tell a story with some other character, what doesn't become pandering? I won't play Assassin's Creed Shadows anytime soon, even though I like Japanese cultures because the grind mechanics take me out of the story. Then that one is definitely a grindy game. Come on, bro. These characters, these agendas are real. It's called social engineering on a new... No, man. No. You're not going to... It's not a new level, by the way. It's what's a social... Tell me what is the social engineering aspect of it. Tell me what is the social... I'm going to put you on the spot, Ayman. Ayman's a content creator, y'all, so check out his channel. I'm going to put you on your spot. What is the agenda? What is the agenda? What is the social engineering? Like, create the causation on this. What are they trying to socially engineer? Because I'm curious now. No. Okay. But you said something. What is the social engineering? I think this is a great conversation. We've got 12 minutes. That's a whole nother podcast. No, but that's what you said. You said it's on a whole nother level, the social engineering. So I'm curious, what do you think the social engineering is? And what are they trying to achieve? Here's what I think. I think they said, let's do a game in Japan. I think they said, here's all the different characters. Here's a story we haven't told that hasn't been told that many times. Then Ubisoft did what Ubisoft does. Doesn't invest in, mismanages the game development cycle. Many different turnover, just like any other gaming company. And then you get what you have at the end of the day. But now tell me where the social engineering is. That's what I'm curious about. They want us to eat bugs. Bobblehead, what's going on? The soul generator to me is knowing so many people don't subscribe to the multiple gender, non-gender idea. So, oh my goodness. The social engineering aspect to me is knowing so many people don't subscribe to the multiple gender, non-gender idea. So games and media are pushing more and more of it to normalize it. So, for one, Decoy, remember I asked you about this, and you said, hey, if they make Noi non-binary, which they don't, right? So I think that entire argument that you made an entire video about was like a waste of time, because that's not a thing. But the second thing is this. For everybody who like comes, can I go mute? Oh, there we go. I think I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Here's the thing. For everybody who's talking about like third gender, non-gender, not normal, normal, I don't think people quite know history as well. And I say that as someone who like at one time would have probably agreed with you until I started looking into the history, especially the history that isn't within a Christian lens. And you will see like virtually across every civilization and culture on Earth, they've always recognized that gender was not just male and female. And so when I hear like this social engineering, I'm like, well, yeah, but which one's first and which one's right? Like if we look at indigenous tribes, virtually every indigenous tribe has this across the globe. It's a phenomenon that exists all the time. Now, we can make the argument that, hey, is everybody who's transgender or trans or non-binary or that actually trans, non-binary or that? I'm totally open for that conversation. But I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to sit here and like say like, just because like the last 100 years you had like some form of Christianity tell us what the history was, that's how it always was. I'm not. Prove me wrong. Hey, Lens. Hear you now. All right. Non-binary. You're not buying it? You're not buying it, baby. World history is my passion. They don't teach you everything in school. You had to actually dig deep and read. I did. Totally hear you. Well, in Assassin's Creed, Christianity was a thing, but other faces do push the Assassin's Creed narrative well before Christianity. Christianity was usually the but that evolved. Yes, Holt. Yes. What you're saying from the Assassin's Creed lore, yes. Blame the Greeks for that. What do you mean blame the Greeks for that? Blame the Greeks for Christianity? Greeks are who? Romans? I don't remember Christianity being around with the Greeks. Come on, I mean, you just told me you world history is your passion. Where did you get the Greeks? Where'd you get the Greeks? Hey, Lens. No on what? We got 7 minutes. 7 minutes, y'all. If y'all don't know, we're downloading the game. It's moving now. It's moving. It's cooking. Blame them 3 that. Let's be real. Almost any piece of media has some kind of opinion or perspective. I agree. Whether it's books, the news, movies, or games, everything is pushing something intentionally or not. Blame me for that. No, blame who? Why am I going to blame you for that? Why am I going to blame you for that? Yeah, so, the game we were playing, which was Karma, and I said it was very similar to 1984. George Orwell has like a really cool saying. He's like, and I think this like articulates what Decoy was saying earlier, as well as what Iman was saying earlier. All art is propaganda. Okay, this is George Orwell. I'm paraphrasing, I'm quoting him, okay? Giving him total credit. George Orwell. All art is propaganda, but not all propaganda is art, right? And I was gonna probably do like a video on that statement regarding games, because like I like the artsy side of games, but I think it holds true, right? And so that's when I say like, whose propaganda, like When we say social engineering, it's you're just older. Ever since you were little, people have been trying to social engineer you for something. But I think the original thing that you said, I still don't understand how you would find it offended, how you would be offended by it. Which was basically how they did Yakuza in the game offended you. Blame them for that woman. What? I believe gender is based on your sex, and there's only 2 sexes. That's where I stand, at least on a base level. But I also believe freedom, and freedom is to express yourself how you. That's fair, Decoy. That's fair. I don't. And here's the reason I don't believe what you just said. Because there are actually, from a biology standpoint, and we learned this, there's over 70, you'll never hear a biologist say that. Because there are still anomalies in nature. And you could say, yeah, those are very rare. They're actually not as rare as you would think. My mom was a NICU nurse. So she was in what's the NICU? What you call it? Like the neo, I can't even think of what NICU stands for. But she was with the babies who are when they have to stay longer. I'll just say it like that. And she would say, she's like, it happens way more than you think when you have, oh geez. When you have babies with ambiguous genitalia, when you have babies whose DNA results come back ambiguous, there's actually over 70 different variations of that. And that's physically. That's something we can see. So if you ask me, there are way more personality traits and ways our brains form than what we can physically see with the body. So if in the body we can already see there's something that's not just purely man, purely woman, then that would make me think that how our brains form isn't purely man, purely woman. That's me, but I respect your opinion, Decoy. I always feel like Japan was the last Sebastian. I know a guy named Sebastian, that's why I'm laughing. But now they want to be true to their history, but at the same time, consuming from all around the world. That's true. All artists, Banksy has entered the chat. I think people just don't notice propaganda social engineering as much or at all as mentioning they already agree with. I'm highly of it, not really, but kind of. No, I'm not trying to offend you. Well, we all just accept 81 review is a great game and ignore all the critiques of the game. I think 81's solid. I told you one of my favorite games is Outriders. I think that's sitting at a 74, which is criminal. Actually not. There's some things about Outriders, like their mouse. It's really weird. What I don't believe is propaganda. What I believe is just the truth. Ooh, Wit's coming in. Wit's coming in with the hard hitting. There's also intersex people. Yeah. Neonatal and Titsukeri. Yes, that's NICU. Thank you. I have fun with mini trash mediocre games. True. I've been playing Star Wars Jedi Knight Outcast 2 recently. It's mad janky, but it's game from 2, so I understand. Bastion, it's supposed to say janky. I know. I think I understood what you were saying. We got 33 seconds, y'all, and then this game is starting. Before I start, we're unsubscribing, Purple. You're too, I don't know what y'all would call me. But that's my logic. We're at, yeah, if y'all don't believe me, we're really close. It's right there. It's literally right there. If it stops right now, I'm going to be upset. My thing with gaming now is you have people who will die on Assassin's Creed being amazing just because they want to push back against the anti-woke mindset. Same with the people saying it's bad just because they want to attack the woke guy. I don't hear anybody saying they would say they would die on saying it's a great thing. But I would say, here's where I would draw the line though. I do not think those are two equivalent ideas. I think if someone really enjoys a game, there we go, y'all. We're good. If someone really enjoys a game, I'm happy for them. If someone really doesn't enjoy a game, that's super cool. But the person who really enjoys it is going to want to say like, yo, it's great. I want you to play and so forth. But the one who doesn't, they have the option just to leave that conversation, right? But if they continue to engage in it, then that's starting to become hating, right? And that, I don't think those are two equivalent. I don't think someone overly happy and someone hating is equivalent. We can have a ton of people who are super happy in the world, and the world will be a happy place. If we have a ton of people who are hating in the world, that's not a great place. That's just me. Probably you're a goat. I love to have another everywhere. No, I mean you're a goat. And yeah, you're a goat. Stay woke, gang. Don't let the propaganda get to you. Bobblehead. What? I was interesting. What was it? Asmongold chatting today in a bit because no, I don't watch Asmongold. I think I can't stand that dude. All right, here we go. Why do we have subtitles in the game? Story dialogue. Yeah. I want that. Okay. Cool. Affects the ink. What? Combat challenge. Let's do medium. And defines the amount of UI guidance. Let's do explore. I just want the story and I want to be able to walk around. Now, I will say these types of the story of Avatar, I think this is a very played out storyline. Like I continue to say it's Dancing with Wolves, but in Pandora. Like I just think that like Dancing with Wolves, The Last Samurai, there's a whole list of them that are all the same. You could also say Assassin's Creed Shadows, but we're not going there. Guess subtitles in the game help people hard of hearing. I totally get it. I was like, are they? But I guess they do speak another language, right? I just realized that. I think I put subtitles, right? Did you hear about the new Giza Pyramids discovery? I didn't. Giza. No, I didn't. They found some new pyramids, like under the sand. Yeah, I haven't liked about to at first, but flipped when his chat started stream rolling him. See, I can't trust those people who are that big. You know what I mean? I just can't trust them. They're too big. They make their money off of controversy. And there's too much controversy in my life as it is. I don't want my entertainment to be like that. Like I said, it's like some of these people are like the women, like my friends who love to watch like trashy reality TV just for the drama. I'm like, girl, whoa. So, Decoy, would we say this is historically accurate?
Good morning. Let's review the ambassador program.
Let's make sure y'all can hear
When
this.
the RDA discovered Pandora,
You can't discover something that was there all along.
Happy. When we say discovered, we mean it was the first time humans came here. When we arrived, we realized that this was an opportunity to create beneficial relationships with the indigenous people.
For accessibility, I do not like how these
Created avatars like mine to help
subtitles
create
look.
relationships with the Na'vi. And when you graduate, it'll be your job as ambassadors to reach out to the Na'vi clans and to help us to create those alliances.
It's in the
Could anyone
thing.
tell me how that can be done?
It's in the thing, Diamond.
The RDA can share their medicines, technologies, and knowledge.
That's absolutely correct, Taylor.
Director Mercer, we have been going over TAP's mission as you requested.
Why would Na'vi want to have alliances with you?
Alma,
Be cool if they had Sigourney
you
Weaver
have
in here.
no idea what life is like out there, Ahari. It's savage. We found you as children. After
Oh,
your
nice
clan
roster.
abandoned you, we have given you a future. A purpose.
Our clan would never have abandoned us. Built up on its land.
Love and hip hop.
I allowed you to keep that dirty trinket under the condition it remained in your bunk. Hand it over.
It was our mother's. It's not a dirty trinket. You don't even know what a song chord is.
Ari? It's just a broken string. I know this is
Did you really say power plants for powering the pyramids? I'm not downing it. I gotta see what you're talking about though.
Liar.
You all know the rules. No physical contact.
Do y'all think we would have had a better response to the mask mandates if they were like his mask? I'm just curious. Like, I think that's a cool mask. Like, just my thing.
You're supposed to be speaking English on this.
Decoy, he did say that. He said, we're free. I'm so fascinated. I was high with this. Everything he says now said is like, Decoy's like, and I was agreeing with this guy. Ooh, look at that.
They took us from our families. We are saplings cut from our roots. We may not remember where we're from.
Yeah.
But we can still grow.
I think I had no issue with it.
I can't even remember the words of our clan songs anymore.
We can sing them even without words.
Oh my God. For real. Or that or SPG.
We can't let them strip the nut V out of us. We have to do something before it's too late.
We are stronger than them now. I felt it in the classroom with the Mercer. We can end this tonight. I have an idea.
Something tells me her plan's not gonna work. I'm just saying that. I don't think her plan's gonna work.
Good job.
Look at these terror sections.
Now we have to hurry. We only have a few minutes.
Like, for example, what do people interested in Japanese artifacts care about the Garden of Eden? I say no, as the Animus was meant to be. Look at Holtz going super deep in Assassin's Creed lore.
I'm very disappointed in you. We have given you this privileged life, and you want to throw it all away.
We don't want your privileged life. We belong out there!
No, you belong to us! You cannot fathom how much we have invested in you. We saved you, gave you a home, an identity.
We already had an identity. We are not these.
No!
Why ain't this considered woke?
You are what I made you!
Why is this not woke? And she would really start singing?
We may not remember the words.
Receipts. Ivan, I want to see it. I want to see your receipts. I do want to see them.
Stop singing.
And not try to store events in the memory server. Let me find your server. Y'all think I'll...
I said shut up!
Amy, I think you have my server. Send it, post it in chat. I want to see what he's talking about.
We are going home.
Ivan, if your source says the onion,
I'm warning you,
I'm just telling you, man. If your source says the onion, he's gonna start looking at, watch it say the onion, y'all. Oh, snap. It's all fun and games till the singer gets shot.
What did you do?
All she was doing was singing.
No.
Babylon. The who? See, even the blue people not falling for the problem. Bobblehead is like eye on the prize. He's like he's locked in. He's like, you can't fool me. 8 years later.
So today we will continue our talk about Earth economics and the laws of supply and demand.
Why do we have to use human weapons?
Nor, we've been over this. Pandora is a very dangerous place.
Do you ever look at the posters in the background?
How do we know
I do this for every game
against?
to see if there's like
I need to talk to you over here now.
Easter eggs and stuff.
Look, orders have come down from Hell's Gate. We are being evacuated from Pandora. I need you to grab your stuff before the panic starts.
What?
Look, we have lost Pandora. Some Avatar driver named Jake Sully went full native, turned the Na'vi on us. That's why you can't trust any of them. I need you to get your stuff together and get back in your own damn body now. Puppet show is over.
Okay, everyone, collect your things.
Hey, Cortez, I will handle this.
It ties into the actual movie.
You know what to do.
That's kind of cool. What's he gonna do?
Follow me, quickly.
Uh-oh. She ain't messed up now.
Come on.
She ain't messed up now.
Get in.
What are you doing?
You'll be safe here.
Is Mercer leaving us? We are no longer of use to him. No, I won't believe it.
Hurry, you need to hide.
Let us go.
She ain't
We
messed
can take
up.
them. We can escape to Pandora.
There are soldiers everywhere. You won't make a single step.
This is our chance to be free.
This is your only chance to survive.
What about you?
You're just gonna go to sleep. For a little while. It won't be long, okay?
Hey, Spartan. I was over there with Web Dave earlier. Yeah, we're just gonna be kind of basic today. Oh man, we're just gonna be basic. We're gonna be done. How are there more options for the Na'vi face making than other?
You helped me before. I'll help you now.
You helped me before.
You helped me before. I'll help you now.
Okay.
Stay where you're. You helped me before. I'll help you now.
You helped me before.
Okay, it's kind of weird. I like that guy.
Now. Stay where you're needed.
Okay, we're done. We're done. It's kind of weird. It sounded like I was doing some pharmaceutical commercial. You helped me before. I'll help you now.
I thought I lost
Can't get your.
all of you.
It's funny to say this Christianity in these games,
What's
but
going
let's look
on?
for the Easter eggs in these
What
games. Or is
happened?
it just me? I
Been
always
asleep
am looking
for
for
a
it.
while. A long, long while.
I just want to know why there were so many customizations for the Na'vi.
If they can walk, they can walk. The rest we have to leave.
But the RDA left, didn't they? And you left us here.
The Sky People have returned, Sarentu.
Sarantu. No one has ever called me that.
That is your clan. And a mighty one at that. We thought you were
That
lost
looks
to this
super
world,
pretty.
but this
Rouster, it is really
Dreamwalker
nice.
thought
It
to
looks
lock
like
you
the
up in a
movie.
box instead.
I'll explain when we get back.
But I need to see because it's all been a
But for now,
cutscene.
you
So
take it
let
easy,
us
your
see what
body's
it looks
still
like
waking up.
non-cutscene. Which I think we're about to get an option now.
Did everyone make it?
I'm here. Nor and Taelan too. We're safe.
We're getting out. At last. It's really happening. We're all getting out. Together.
Oh, why does it look so different in here?
Can we hurry things up? RDA are en route. You can have your reunion later.
Come, eat. You will need your strength.
We found rations in the canteen. There's probably more. I think there's more.
Find some food. It can be found in a canteen storage.
Where's Yefti and Telesi?
Oh
Maybe
man.
Alma sent them to a different cryo vault.
These types of games always.
I'm sorry. Treating Nut V wasn't really part of my training. Ah, come on, we gotta go.
Who are these people? Mercer's people? Is Mercer here too?
No. These are friends. We're gonna get you out of here. Why do I feel so stiff? How did we sleep? Focus on your now.
Cool, I got food. We got it. We got the food.
RDA squad closing in. We should move.
Everyone out!
Oh, that was good timing, eh? Yes, they are, but we make them. I don't think there's like a store that sells an egg that's Easter. So some of the people we've seen are actually Navi, and some are humans using the avatar, including the player character. Or am I getting mixed up?
Pets and not soldiers.
I think we are human, right? Because we went into the machine. And I think the girl who shot the girl who shot the people, I think, oh, that's cool.
Kill all Navi on sight.
Wait, hold on. How do I get out of here? Oh, wait, hold on.
Ouch.
Yeah, wait, I think you're right. They haven't explained that, though. Or couldn't he be the child of a Navi and a human? Didn't that happen in the movie? Am I missing something? Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
No.
We may die. We're gonna die in the prologue. Oh, jeez. This is gonna be long.
One more made it. Over here. Are you all right?
Yeah. Let me out.
Here, take this.
A radio?
Put it in your ear. It is tuned to our frequency.
You've been busy.
They were looking for you. They found me. You need to move. Now.
Wait.
We got the food. It was
what's
in
your name?
the bucket.
Saltleg. One of the last of my clan. I am here so you will not be the last of yours. Keep moving. Fast and quiet. Go.
Salt's holding true to the Assassin's Creed escape tap. What the heck?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Those soldiers are everywhere.
It's okay. Breathe. Look for a way out.
I am kind of annoyed with how tall the character is.
Sotlek, can you hear me? Where is everyone else? Did they get out?
I'm making sure they do. Are you safe?
For now, I think.
Let me worry about the others. Just keep moving.
Did we get out? Crouching. Okay, hold on. Find a way past RDA. Crouching will make it harder for enemies to detect you. When an enemy notices your detection, it'll be...
You still here?
Those bats walk around like they own the place.
Can I go this way?
Yeah, that'll work.
They got their guns like right on me.
Everything here is on steroids.
I don't know how I feel about stealth. That's an interesting looking jar. So this is what Decoy was talking about. Like it's like the same.
I'm just here to kill
It's
some
the
magic.
same little thing, just spread out. The container. I get what Decoy was saying. I get what he was saying. Reusing assets. I think that's what they call that.
Why is everything on this move used?
Where's that chick?
Why didn't I just stay home?
That was close.
Do not let them escape. Shoot to kill.
Shoot to kill. Double tap. Verse has so much potential. I like stealth when they are multiple approaches of the game. If you have to stealth through a linear punt, that's boring. Yeah, I think I would. I think that's why some people like what Ghost of Tsushima, because you could be like the way of the ninja, or the way of the samurai. You do it both ways. I like it when it gives you the option.
Door to the gym is locked. I'll try to find a way through.
Stay watchful.
I have nowhere I'm going.
The commandos look intense, right?
Yeah, I get it. You've said this a million times already.
Like he's gonna see, she's gonna see me.
Keep your eyes peeled.
We're not gonna make it through the night.
I'm gonna need that person to turn around. We're doing good.
Some dumbass went for a swim. Found his rifle and boots on the shore.
Okay, I'm out of the gym.
Good. Now get to the...
Sotlek!
Oh jeez, it's not good. Not good.
How long were we asleep? Sotlek, can you hear me?
Oh, we're done. We're done. They caught us.
Gotcha. Where'd you catch, Harding? you don't gotta worry about this one. It hasn't got anywhere near the fight its sister did.
Murderer.
Well, look where it got her. Such a shame. They could have been of use once. But now there are no Navi ambassadors. Only Navi obstacles.
Wrong! Sotlek, are you okay? That was way too close. Sotlek!
Sotlek's dead. He's dead. Oh man, that was not a good move. There you go. All right, there we go. We're good. Bobblehead. The Bobblehead Billy. I don't know why I like your name Bobblehead so much. It's like very like bobble is like one of those few words that sound like it, like what it means, you know? Like quack. Like quack quack. Could you just snatch the line attached to the mast and be done with him? Ambi, that makes too much sense. Do they die instantly when they take their mask off? I forgot. I need to see the movie. RDA. So this is a pretty game. Wow. It's actually a really pretty game.
Hello? Maybe the others followed the water.
This is a really pretty game. Wow. What I like about it, so this is what I like about it. Rouster, you were talking about like stuff. What I like about it is how fast you can move through it versus like, let's say like a normal Far Cry. Like when we were doing like any of the New Dawn, Far Cry 5, Far Cry 6, any of them. You're kind of like, you're always moving like this. You know, you're like shooting and then you can kind of run. But like this one, you can like really run. And jump. I don't think the other ones you can jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, you didn't get food. Let me eat the other one. Did I finish up all my health? I don't see any server link. What do you mean? From the... Oh. Amy, can you get I'm in the Discord? If not, I think I can get it. Hold on. I think I can do it, Diamond. I think I can. I want to see what you're talking about, Ayman. Y'all, if you're just coming in, Ayman has said, thank you, Ambi. Ayman has said that they were building a nuclear power plant in a pyramid.
More RDA.
So he didn't say
What
that,
happened?
but he did say a power plant. Okay. Follow the trail of RDA. Oh, crap. Great. Quest. Follow trail. Look for the RDA fueling station northeast of Dyer's Bowl. northeast of Dyer's Bowl. So we're going to be going over here somewhere. Cool. That's actually an interesting question. Like, in a world that is not Earth, would North still be North? You know what I mean? Like it said, go northeast. But would northeast still be considered northeast in a world that doesn't have a north or south pole? Or like potentially the sun doesn't rise on the east? I don't know. It's weird. That's what I was thinking. The smaller purple bar. Energy allows your health to regenerate over time. Nice.
Over here.
Where?
By the tree.
So, like.
Where? Salt Lake, could you be a little bit more descriptive on which tree? This tree? Oh, there he is.
Now you see what they kept you
If the
from.
plane has magnetic poles like
true
Earth,
home.
they can still have north and south
You
pole.
saved
Yeah,
me.
but that's what I'm saying. How do we
You
know this
can't
one
keep
does?
fighting.
Like,
I will
it's just
help
one of
you
those
this
things we
time.
haven't really crossed. Like, who's to say
You will need
another
arrows.
world?
Wood in the underbrush is pliable. You will find it. Simply focus your senses.
My senses.
Exactly,
They taught
Ambi.
you to be
I was like,
human,
which
but
tree are you
you
talking
are
about?
Na'vi. See the forest as I do.
Use Navi senses.
You see, this is your home. It will speak to you. If you let it, let your senses guide you.
I'm not. I'm not totally sure what I'm looking for here. But, it's kind of like one of those magic eye things. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't quite know the difference between the magic eye and the real world. I would probably tell Salt Lick, cool trick. Not what I was expecting. Kind of a letdown. No, I'm joking. He's about to die and I'm like insulting his his last little gift to us. Gather wood from the archer's thicket. Oh, gather wood. Okay. That's what we're doing. Okay. I thought we were like hunting. Yeah, I think I saw wood over here. Okay.
Okay, I got it.
Now you have all you need to craft arrows as I do. Sharp enough to pierce human metal.
Okay. Do you have a workbench? Open the wheel by holding L1. Okay. Select the longbow. Alright. Into craft.
You are ready.
We should get out of here. Can you move?
Top of it. I need a pot.
From a top of it plant.
I'll find one. Don't worry.
Near the shore. They grow by water.
Near the shore. Just trying to put the guy out his pain. He could have magnetic. I don't know where the water is. Over here. There's gunfire in the distance. What are we looking for? What are we looking for, y'all? Forge for a depth. Oh, who? This reminds me of yesterday when Rudix was throwing out all these things during 33 Immortals, and I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, the blue fairy dust, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, the what? What are we looking for? What is a Daphofet pod? Like, I knew what a tree was when he was like, yo, go find the tree. I know what a pod is, but I don't know what a Daphofet pod. Okay, maybe that's that.
Soldiers.
Where? They usually grow. See, it's making me think that there's like a okay, Daphofet pot. Okay, it's that thing. Let's not upset you. Okay. I thought we were one with the, I thought they were my friends! Bobblehead, that's what they gave me! But I didn't think these things attack me! This isn't the Pandora I remember. Yeah, it's gonna make me do this.
I got the Daphofet. On my way back.
Oh,
there
cool.
Were more soldiers.
That's kind of messed up, though.
No! He won't let them take him alive.
Bravo 09er, over. Yeah, we go. Murder's gonna love.
Got him. What the heck? Got him.
You learn fast.
Gotta make sure he's dead. Had to just make sure he was dead.
This is how we heal.
Also, what we know doesn't, if South Pole's bruised, Magnet fails, and gravity pushes down. So with this in mind, wouldn't all plots have enough summer?
But they stole it.
2 R's that based on my.
We must change that.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Like that's why when they were just throwing. But if I remember the movie, to Wit's point,
You must discover your own way, son.
weren't they on this planet because it was similar to Earth? That doesn't make sense, right? Because the gases are toxic to us.
The same enemy, but we're not the same. No, no, no.
I don't think it makes sense whatsoever now. Because the whole point of this Pandora world is they have that tree of energy. I don't think this world is anything like Earth now, the more I think about it. I must be thinking about a different world. Where are we trying to go? You know what I mean? I just realized that. Alright, locate the resistance. Find a way to climb the cliffs on the right side of the waterfall. There's a right side? Okay. I think we can do that. They wanted the mineral from Pandora. Yeah, that's what I remember. So yeah, I don't know what movie I'm thinking of where it's like Earth. But it definitely not this one. What's this? I wonder what this tastes like. The heck? They created like an entire world.
The waterfall. Resistance base must be above it.
Which I think is just crazy. They created an entire... Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Let's see if I can... I got over here. Fire closed lift vine to cause its vine to drop. Fire at a closed lift vine. Come again? What's a closed lift vine? Is it this thing? That's the only thing I don't get about this game is they keep like suggesting I know what these things are. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I have no idea what y'all are talking about. What the? Can I make that jump? You think I can make that jump? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, we're good. Because I think we're at the... I think we found it. I think we found it. Let's go by that person over there. Could it be one of the Alien movies or Interstellar? Interstellar wasn't like that. Aliens, the one where they go to the alien planet, I guess could have been, but no, it had to be another movie, right? Where they're like, we found another planet, it's just like Earth, and we're trying to inhabit it. I'm trying to think of.
It is soundproof.
Let me think. It could have been Interstellar. It could have been Interstellar. Because it was Plan B, right? There's Plan A and Plan B.
Sorry, filter got stuck. Didn't think he's got it.
My guess is they're toxic too.
My gosh,
oh, bobblehead.
Another one. I am so glad you're here since, you know, there's so few of you left. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Welcome to Resistance HQ. Right. Sorry. Oh, well, Nati Kamie. What?
Where did she get the dye to dye her hair? That's all. These are the things that come to my mind when I play these games. I'm like,
there you are.
Your resistance headquarters in the middle of a Navi jungle, being hunted by Marines. I'm sure you're pretty scavenging for stuff, right? But she has the material to dye her hair.
Wow, I'm getting a lot of high pollution
That's all I'm
readings
saying.
lately.
That's all I'm saying. Who are we trying to meet?
I'm so glad to see you. We heard the shooting and Alma said to run for it. Are you okay?
Shaken. Sotlek got me out. Where are the others?
Nella and Nor made it too. But
Could
they
be an
decided to
instant
spend
day
time
from a play.
outside.
It could be.
I
It
don't
could
think they
be.
should.
No, I'm assuming
Isn't it
she got
dangerous?
it from legit sources.
Don't worry, you're
So
all
yes,
safe
a
now.
dye
That's
makes
what
perfect
matters.
sense.
What happened back there? Tap was in ruins.
Mercer.
We'll go
ordered
for
it
like another
destroyed
10
and
minutes.
They evacuated.
Overall, I think the game's cool. I'll be very honest. I think the game's cool.
I thought you were dead. Then Priya
If
heard
you
the RDA on the radio talking about a
are
signal
really into
attack.
Pandora,
I was
I
afraid.
think you would like it.
How long were we in there?
It feels like you left yesterday.
If you like really pretty games, you're gonna love this. It's probably one of the prettiest like
feel like
fictional
that for
worlds I've
you,
ever
but
seen.
It's been
100%
nearly
like
16 years.
it's very pretty.
16?
Like
Alma.
That can't be right.
going through the jungle,
need to
very
understand.
beautiful. Like the colors were very
Seeing
vibrant.
You all again today. You have no idea how much that means to me. I failed you. I won't make that mistake again, I promise.
I wonder if like the people with the really
Look,
good PC rigs, like, do they
take
use this
some
game
time.
to benchmark?
Raj will get you cleaned up. Taylor knows his way around already.
Maybe.
He can show you. This can be your home
At this
now.
point, with human cloning, you could just wish you
You'll
were
see.
here to be any. You could probably. Hold on, I need to send you a message. I'm trying to figure out my schedule
16
for
years.
Sunday.
It doesn't feel real.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. Almost right though. We can be at home here. I feel it.
What am I supposed to
And
be?
it's cool
Walk
here,
with
right?
Taylin. Okay.
So much cool tech. He's over there.
That's Raj?
He's cool. Kinda. I think everyone's just getting used to us being around.
Yes, well, processing those is a whole science unto itself. It's a challenge.
Yeah, and not turning them into tasteless.
You must be Raj.
It's Rajinder.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alma said...
I know Alma. Alma calls me Raj. I don't know you.
I'm new.
Relax, new. I knew you were coming. Sleeping all this time. Oh, you must be well rested. I have fresh clothes ready for all of you. Alma didn't tell me you were missing a sense of humor as well.
Receive a new game from Raj. Cool.
What'll it be today?
Yeah, I'll take that. No more stuff. Okay.
May as well look good out there.
I'm still pinching myself I made it out here. Told me I'd never amount to anything in school.
Hey, hi, Anka. Just a quick message about that. Oh, it's Priya, by the way. But you knew that.
Wait, hold on. Changing to Navi clothing. Let's do that. Let's do that. Cool. We did it.
Can I give you anything for these?
You get a freebie. this time. Special circumstances considering. Usually, we take what we can get around here. If you find something good, let me know.
Wait, how do you like Orcs Must Die?
They feel weird.
I think I like them.
But I want to keep my hat and some other bits and try out some of the tech. You have to meet this Alex guy. He's like an inventor.
You settled in fast.
Well, it's weird being out of tap, but everyone here's been super nice.
Am I talking to?
Talon! Can't keep away, I see. And you brought another Navi.
Alex builds stuff, mechanisms, and technology for all kinds of communications and discovery.
And a little chaos, if I have the tuning right. See this? This is SID, my Systems Interrogation Device. Good name, right? Bit of a mouthful, perhaps. Ajir thought it was a little much, but...
Was this the kid from the beginning?
I designed it with Navi in mind. A little troublemaker for RDA
cool.
technology. Cobbled it together
See how
with
creative
old
you can get with
RDA
setting up
parts.
the traps with the right strategy.
And tap
you don't have to do a lot of combat.
Yes, well, we could probably scratch
Yeah.
that off or paint over it, you know. If you like. I've been trying to get Alma to test
I mean, you had roster.
We can test
roster
it.
has
Can we?
excellent trap strategy.
We can test it?
That could be fun.
But it is
I can make one
creative,
for
like,
each of you.
from that
Go ahead.
aspect.
Get a feel for it.
I'm just looking forward to new maps. New maps and new game styles. Okay, Sid. Equip Sid.
I'm actually hoping it can find the faulty wiring in our air filtration. See the wires running under the floors here? You should be able to track those to the maintenance panels. Give it a go.
Nothing but scraps here. Gotta get all the good stuff myself.
Oh, I see, I see.
My data shows
Okay, I
the fault
see.
upstairs as well. Probably that damn wiring. Mind taking a quick look? The tool should lock on to the frequency. Easy peasy. Lemon
Easy
squeezy.
peasy.
I miss lemons.
I got it. That's interesting. I never really played a game where the trigger... So what I'm doing, y'all, is the trigger is like, there's this circle. I don't think I've ever played a game where they utilize like how hard you push the
Hey,
trigger
Alex, I think I found the
determines something.
Just a little hack, and the system will reset. Do you mind?
I thought that's kind of cool. Okay.
I think I got it.
Aha! You see, it is a useful tool, isn't it? I told
It's kinda
Alma
cool.
this. This is our future. I must say, I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with it. Nice to have one's work come to something. But I've ordered you about enough. Alma's gathering everyone for a briefing. I believe your friends are still exploring outside.
They're sheltering next to a fire in a small cave below the building. Meet the resistance. All right, so we're gonna meet them, and then we're gonna probably shut it down today. Hippies.
Talon said you... I'd forgotten how it feels to simply sit in the breeze. Taste the sweetness on the air. Not listen to Mercer talk about their civilized
I'm excited
culture.
at a time for
There are
haptic
more
feedback and
planets than I
controls up
remember.
policies as well. Just
I
rather
have
have
no
better
names for them.
charging colors.
We'll learn their names.
No, I
We'll
told you.
relearn
I
all the
totally I
Solid
agree.
Blue ways.
Is that
Why
what
do you
is
think
that what
Alma
I'm
waited
describing
to
as
bring us
haptic
here?
feedback?
Why didn't she check Tab before?
maybe it wasn't safe before.
Uh-oh.
It's not safe now.
Who cares? We are free. I want to run until my lungs ache and my legs give out. We could leave, you know.
Uh-oh.
Right now.
Are we getting some choppy
Where would
stream
we go?
stuff? Hold on.
Wherever we want. All of us. What do you think? You, me, Inela clan? We could live as Sarentu again.
Alma brought us here for a reason. She's gathering everyone inside to talk. She must have a plan.
Don't stay here for her. She wants to control you. All the humans do.
No, they don't.
The people here like her. I guess I could get used to it here.
I don't know. Kind of died. What about now? Can you hear me? Yeah. I think so. Yeah, okay, you can. All right. I think we're right at time, though. We had some difficulties. Earlier. It's back. Okay. We had some difficulties, but I was able to... I don't know what's happening. It's the Google Wi-Fi gives me issues like no other. But I think we had some issues. We eventually got to the game. I think the game's cool. As I was saying earlier, it's super pretty. Very vibrant. I don't know if it's coming out on the stream how vibrant it actually is, but it's like super, super vibrant. And overall, it seems like pretty solid. Like, it seems whatever that is, that little tool I had, I'm pretty sure, like, I can see the Far Cry mechanics coming through. Right, there's obviously these home bases, and we're gonna probably like free other things, like other tribes, I would imagine. And it has like these characters and so forth. So I kind of see where the game's going. But overall, I like how fast I was able to move. Like in like other Far Cry games, like you don't move that fast. It's actually one of my main criticisms of Far Cry, is it's kind of like slow. And this one, it felt like just really like the world was designed for you to run through. So if it's something you want to give a shot, it's on sale right now, I think across all platforms. And as always, you can also get it from Ubisoft Plus. Is that what it's called? Ubisoft. I forget what Ubisoft subscription service is called. But you can obviously get it from Ubisoft subscription service. And on top of that, yeah, I think that it was a solid game. And as far as this week, Shades of Purple is still on, but I have like these next 2 weeks are just like really crazy in my schedule. So there may be like a day we do Shades of Purple on like a Wednesday, or a day we do it like on a Saturday or Sunday, something like that. I can tell you for sure I will not be streaming next Saturday or next Sunday, as I will be traveling. But I hope to do one more stream before, and I hope to get some videos out there. Like, I think that's what I may do. I may just have some videos launching back to back to back to back all the way through next week. So we'll see what happens on that. But regardless, thank you all so much for coming by. And as always, thank you to Decoy and I think they left already, but Decoy and Iman, a Rich Lord, both of which are content creators. Just for the conversation. Obviously, it's always great to discuss different points of view on different things. And obviously, just everybody for coming through. I think we saw Jeff, we saw Crow, Wit Roster, Ambi, Bobblehead, Chariot Man. Who else did we have come through? I had a couple of people come through earlier. So just thanks for everybody for coming through. It's always greatly appreciated. Hey, Crow, thanks for staying by. But yeah, and I will probably be going to sleep here pretty soon. That time change really has messed me up. But with that said, I don't care where you game, how you game, why you game, what you game on, how long you've been gaming. As long as you're gaming, you're good with me. And as always, this is Purple Haze, and the proof is in the plane. All right, take care, y'all. I like this outro.